Hey guys, John at SurfFX, and we're having a look today at one of our best-selling boards. This is the 2021 Starboard Wedge. What is it? It's a big shortboard. So this is their intermediate or big guys performance surfing sub. So the whole name, Wedge, this W is for wide, Edge is for a narrower, thinner rail that they put on it, a much more surfboard rail. Now, they used to have the wide point range of boards, worked quite well. They're, again, this kind of big surfboard outline, a bit more square tail, but they had a really fat rail, particularly up the front. So it didn't have the same kind of bite that you get on the shorter, like the Pro Series boards, the smaller performance stuff. So in order to get it so the big guys and for your intermediate guys can get out there and get some waves and actually properly surf these, they've dropped the rail on that, and that's the biggest change of this. Still is a really nice flat deck, so it's comfortable. You know, here we've got the big 10-2, so they're all 32 wide, so 10-2, 32, nice and stable. You can have it for a nice flat water paddleboard, but it surfs too, and that's kind of the key here. Having a thinner rail gets you a little bit more bite in the wave face and lets you surf off the rail, so you're not just pushing off the fins off the back. So you can have a little bit more front foot pressure, go into a bit steeper wave, and it's got some, you know, it just digs in a little bit, it doesn't slide down so much. Now, they've tweaked the bottom shape a little bit. So you've got a big single concave through the front, going through a V through the back section. So the V helps it rock rail to rail, again, all about helping it turn better. And then you've got a rounded pintail on all the new shapes. There's a couple older shapes that they've carried over in the 10.5 and 11.2. But you know, the ones you're gonna surf, the 10.2 and down, they've got that nice rounded pin. And having that big V through the back, it just kind of lets it rock rail to rail quite comfortably, and then the pintail is an easy one to push around. Up in the game with the surfing, the deck grip is this really nice diamond cut deck grip. In the carbon, they've actually got the Star Touch up the front, so you got a grippier front. You can walk the nose if you want comfortably. And then there's a separate tail pad with a nice center arch ridge and a good kick on it. So again, it's a big surfboard. So if you want something that's gonna surf really well, your second board into supping, or you're a bigger guy, like you know, a lot of big guys will go the 8.7 or the 9.2. Quite comfortable board, and 32 wide, always stable. Fin wise on it, they kind of have a multi-universal box, so you can run futures or standard FCS and then a single slot in the middle. The smallest board, the 8.7, has a quad option, so you can run as a quad. So a lot of big guys will run as a quad, really again, kind of bolt that feeling down a bit better. Quads have quite a bit more kind of straight line drive to it, and a lot of grip. So couple constructions. The main ones that we do are the Starlight, you can see here, which is the timber deck, and it's, you know, the rails are a different cloth than the rail, so they're not painted, so you don't get the chipping. They are nice and durable, and they're still fairly light. And then you can go step up to the carbon stuff to go much lighter again. Pretty handy to have a lighter board, particularly if you're going to these, you know, being a little bit wider. And they also do a more value-priced one in the 10.5, which is the old wide point shape. Really well priced and just a good, easy kind of family board that surfs quite well too. This is the 8.7. It's worth showing because this is a very different board. Being 8.7 32, again, a great big guy's board, or a smaller person going that intermediate, keeping it nice and stable. You can see rounded pin, wide through the nose, not a crazy rocker, so it's got enough to you know, take a decent drop, but it's not enough so that you're pushing water as you're paddling. So really nice quick paddle, easy to get on the waves with it. 32 wide, super stable, but short enough to be able to throw it around comfortably. So we really kind of had to show this, because the other one we showed was a 10.2, so quite a dramatic size difference, but really a nice performance board.